Good morning, students. We'll continue our chapter number 12, Beyond the Earth. Today we'll be reading page number from page number 139 to 143. So take out your books and open to page number 139. I have included the important points here, so you can check and underline these important points on the book. And if I have written extra information, you can also write it with the pencil on the book. Okay, let's start. Geostationary orbit is an orbit which is around the Earth, and we call it geostationary because Earth is rotating on its axis. Rotating means this is the axis. It is rotating on its axis, and geostationary is the orbit. As you know, orbit is the space around a object through which the an object is moving. For example, moon is moving around the Earth. But here we will talk about the artificial satellite. So geostationary, this artificial satellite is present in geostationary orbit. It is an orbit which is moving at the same speed as the Earth rotation. So Earth is moving on its axis at a certain speed. So the satellite, which is in its geostationary orbit, also moves at the same speed as the Earth is moving around its axis. Okay, moving to the next. Types of satellites. Okay, there are many types of satellites which have different functions. We'll look into these. First is unmanned. These all satellites are unmanned satellites. Why do we call them unmanned? Is because there is not no person present in the satellite. It is automatic, running through machines. It's working through machines. There is no pilot in the satellite. So these satellites are called unmanned satellites, in which there is no pilot. It is running automatically. Okay. So the first use which we already use at home is the television programs. These are basically uh, easily available to us through these satellites. Okay. These satellites basically send the signals to the cable operators, which direct those signals to us through wires. Okay. First type is the weather satellite. Weather satellite, as its name suggests, predicts the weather using different information, air pressure, clouds, and all this information is used to predict the weather and is used for weather forecast. Remote sensing satellites basically take images of the Earth, and they can tell us about the trees and the deforestation. If an area is cleared of forest, we can easily observe it from these satellites. And they can also tell the pollution, air pollution of the area by checking the smoke coming from the factory. Okay. uh, Navigation satellites. Navigation satellites are those satellites which tell you the location of an object on the Earth. Okay. So this is basically the GPS system which we use in our cars, and not just our cars. The ships which are moving on water and sea, they also use it, because in the sea there's no roads, there's no boards to tell you where the direction is. It's all water around. So ships use it to find the location in the sea. Okay, rescue satellites are similar to navigation satellites because they also tell you the location. For example, if a ship has crashed, an aircraft has crashed, it can find its location and then can send a team to rescue the people. Okay, so that's why it's rescue satellite. Astronomy satellites are those satellites which are used for scientific purposes, for example, to know about the space. And in these astronomy satellites, there is a telescope inside, which, as you know, that can see far away objects. So it moves. These satellites are present, and they take images from far away objects and send it back to the Earth. Very good example of this is the Hubble Space Telescope. Okay. Now, in the coming pages of 143 and 144, they have discussed about the achievements uh, done, and they have given the number timeline that at this time this achievement was done. You don't need to memorize all of this, but there are certain important information which you need to understand. Just go through all of this and you will know that how the advancement in technology made possible to have so many achievements. Okay, first I have written a very important achievement here, which is when the first human landed on the moon. Okay, his name was Neil Armstrong and he landed on 20th July 1969. Okay, underline all of this in your books, and if you have any questions, send me a voice note directly. Thank you, Allah Hafiz.